FIFA 12. Exciting stuff. It is here, and who's also here is Grant Hinds, our games guru, to tell us all about it. Morning, brother. How are you?
Morning. I'm fantastic. I came kitted out.
Check this, eh?
This is how you celebrate the launch of FIFA.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Wow. So, as I said, exciting stuff, man. Tell me about it. What's happening?
Okay, right now I'm playing as Orlando Pirates versus Kaiser Chiefs. You know, they're part of the FIFA League, and that's fantastic, and you can actually do that with this series.
Nice.
But every year we have a new iteration of FIFA. And it's a big question that a lot of, especially South Africans have. Do you fork out for, 12 months later for the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one? And the improvements just seem a little bit under, not as impressive as the last years, or they just seem like little patches. But this year, I'm happy to say, has been one of the biggest years in terms of changes that they've ever done. And a lot of it comes in the precision dribbling and their player impact engine. And what they've
player
done...
impact engine, what exactly is that?
Okay, the player impact engine is pretty straightforward. It's called hit detection in video game technical terms, where if I bump into you, I actually physically bump into you. So that will obviously, you can jostle a ball when kind of defending and taking off a player. You can cause fouls in very unpredictable ways. And the ball doesn't feel like it sticks to the player like the last FIFAs. You just pass the ball to a guy and all of a sudden, okay, Chiefs just scored.
Well,
thanks, Parker.
But it's amazing. I mean, the gameplay, it looks so smooth, it looks so real.
So one of the reasons it looks so real is the ball. In previous FIFAs, if I kick the ball to you, it would just stick to your body. That guy's got possession. Nowadays, the ball actually is not a part of the unit. It's a part of, it works around
It's its own
the
little
player.
unit.
It's its own little unit.
Okay, so basically if it comes to you, you need to hold on to it. It's not going to automatically do that.
Exactly. You don't automatically have possession like you did in the past because you can now jostle a guy off the ball, you can push him off. Possession is much more organic than it's ever been.
So it's a lot more challenging, this game now.
It's far more challenging. And that's one of the things that people don't understand, that a big part of football is actually defense.
That's it.
People get the impression that football is, I want to be Messi, and because I'm Messi, I can just, that's the big one. Ronaldo or Messi, and that's football. It's actually the defenders, it's the midfield, it's what's happening at the front, it's the attackers, and you can kind of perfect that.
Exactly. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the gameplay before we kind of go on, because I know that this game is largely played by a wide audience. This game is actually outselling all its competitors, right?
It is. It's outselling its previous years' versions as well.
That's it. Okay.
It's the biggest sports game in the world.
Hectic.
Because of that, you can actually see the quality. There's a lot of money that gets pushed into the production, and that actually makes it a better game. So all those little improvements every year just get better and better and better.
So let's get back to the gameplay. I mean, is it quite easy for someone that didn't play it before? Is anything different to the previous versions?
There are difficulty settings that goes from easy to world class. World class is extremely challenging. We played a lot of it this weekend, and we played 3, because you can play up to 4 players on one console, and we played 3 of us versing the computer, and it took us about 2 hours to score a goal, mainly because our teamwork was shoddy, but that's a separate thing. Also, there's a great online component which is new. You can play FIFA Online, which is the actual real stats that's happening in the real leagues in the world. And you could choose your team, Arsenal, Real Madrid, and fight for them with their league standings online, kind of like a virtual
football.
Fantasy football. Yeah,
without the fantasy.
Without the fantasy, because it's real. And then the scores in real life, obviously, like fantasy football, affect what's happening inside the game. And you want to keep your stats of your team, because you're proud. You're a proud Man U supporter. You got to keep them up and running online in the world. So that's their world ranking.
Dude, this is awesome. This looks amazing. So, anyways, we have 3 of these games to give away today. The competition will close at 7:45. We'll announce the winners at the end of the show. So, how you can win yourself one of these? So basically, first of all, we're giving away 3 games, 1 for a Wii, 1 for a PS3, and 1 for an Xbox. So you need to SMS your name and your city, plus the console that you have at home, to 33728. So as I said, the competition closes at 7:45. Don't hesitate. This is an absolutely awesome game. Grant, your favorite feature of this game?
My favorite feature of the game is the player impact engine. It's phenomenal. And you'll feel it. It feels like you're playing on a field, and that actually opens the game up to real football strategies.
It looks amazing. I'm really impressed with what they've done, eh?
It's incredible. You have to play it to understand. And if you're not a football fan, you want diggers.
Yeah.
But if you're a team game fan and you dig football, this is the game that you've been waiting for.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So to win yourself one of those games, just SMS comp, your name and your city and the console that you have at home to 33728, and you might just win one of these awesome new FIFA 12 games. Now, over the past week or during this week, we've been taking a look at pain with Dr. Michael Mole, and right now we are going to cross back over to the Hello Doctor studios to find out how to handle pain properly. So let's go check this out.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.